Hey everyone, welcome back to part 2 of our Octopode Monk run. We're in week 5 of the Crawl Sudden Death Challenges Tournament. I'm Ultraviolent 4, and where we left off we were mulling over our god choices. Our challenge for this week is to do a Lairless win, where we reach the end of Elf, and then we reach the end of Depths before we go in any rune branches. And we're going for Lairless, so our first rune is going to have to be Abyss or Hell or Pan or something crazy. Our 3 gods for this week, 2 of them are in front of us here, are the Shining One and Ellie, and then we've also got Euskyle. And I've been mulling over whether I want to pick one of those, which would be the Shining One, almost certainly, or to just forego our god point for this week and pick a god that will more easily carry. So I've been chatting with Particle Physics here. If we check the scoreboard, Particle Physics is currently in second, so he's come to watch me, I guess, what I do and if I die, so he can best do his run. But he had some interesting insights. Well, not insights, but he thinks if he were to give up his god point, he would prefer probably to go Okawaru, which I think is interesting to me. If I were giving up my god point, I'd probably pick either Ured or Fedas. Both of those can carry, but there's also an additional bonus, which is both of those give you permanent allies. So if you're in Elf early, which we will be, if you ever see a Banisher, you can always step behind your allies. So I like it for that reason too. But what Particle Physics has said, and what I think I agree with, is that given the choice, as in if he finds it, he's going to go the Shining One. I think that's what we're going to do too. I really don't like any of the other 2 gods for trying to do a Lairless win, Ellie or Euskyle. So it would have to be the Shining One of those 3. And then I think I still need to go for it, as in for 10 points. We've got Crying Noob here, who's 10, 10, 10, 9. And we've got Joy, who's 10, 10, 10, 10. A few others, like this is Hellmonk, Whataburger Patty Melt. That's his name. It's Hellmonk from Hellcrawl fame. And Minotaur Berserker as well, all have equal points. And while all of those players have to try to get aesthetic runes, which is extremely dangerous, especially if they don't give up points to try to do it, depending on the challenges. I still think that I want to try to get all 10 points this week. So, as difficult as it might be, I'm going to try to make the Shining One work. Let's go. We're a monk, so we are about to get 2 pips of piety, which means we're going to get immediate halo, and all the 5 stealth that we've just trained has become useless. Our halo is really obvious to monsters, so they're going to notice us, and now the Shining One is going to prevent any bonus stab damage that we ever get against enemies. Alright, I really like training Invo on the Shining One, especially in a 3 rune game. As soon as you get access to angels, you want to be using those. We also have, because of our monk start, we have access to Divine Shield, which I'd love to get up and running. So I'm going to train invocations. Probably we're going to train about 14 or 15 off. I'm going to turn on 14. I don't know. We might focus it a little bit in the future once we start getting closer to Angel Piety. We might also have a break. If we're gaining piety relatively slowly and we've got enough to use Divine Shield just fine, we might turn it off. We can deal with that when and if it happens. Oh yeah, that's right, there are millions of goblins and hobgoblins waiting for us. Alright, we get some value there by constricting different ones. Alright, cool. Alright, so there are still 2 Orc Priests walking around. This Halo does some other benefits for us. It makes our attacks more likely to hit, not our enemies, but ours and any summons we have. It also reveals invis enemies, so they're nice. Although we lose our stealth as we went over, and we also lose the ability to go invis. Alright, here's one Orc Priest. Didn't notice us. There's no really great place just there. Oh no, we've got a corner there. I'm going to yell at him. We've got a little corner we can tuck ourselves around here to force the priest to come to us. Priest had a potion. Okay, glad that didn't get quaffed. Alright, same exact play. Deja vu. If this Orc Priest didn't have the falchion, I might actually think it was the same one. Let's pick up this tomahawk. If we're going to be throwing stuff, tomahawks are better than stones. Oh, another Orc Priest. So we had 3 Orc Priests on D3 and now 3 Orc Priests on D4. That's pretty insane. I'm really glad we have a +5 spear so that we kill them really quickly. Although, again, a part of that is that our constriction is super OP in the early game. OP, just like Octopode. Alright, on we go to D5. We've got another ogre. And 2 of our stairs here. Alright, anywhere that we ended up adjacent to this ogre, we could walk away with without taking an extra shot unless he random energied. But he could so comfortably 2-shot us. I think we just go back up. We try our 3rd unknown stair. As a necrophage, alright, that's fine. That gives us TSO piety too. Nice. We're 6, so we lost 1 of our HP. I'm going to check this hatch up. Cool, and this hatch up, now that we cleared the floor above. It didn't land us in the room, just for the record. I need to be careful. Which stair is the safe one? How about I not mess this up? We're going to mark the dangerous ones. So we don't end up next to that ogre. Anyway, the reason I was thinking about stair dancing it is because we can do the same trick with the deep water here. Any dangerous enemy that's melee, as long as it can't 2-shot us, like the ogre can, we can just bring back up to this deep water and abuse our Octopode deep water abilities. Oh boy, okay, get away. Alright, centaurs, natural enemies of octopodes. Not only do they own you from range with their bows, and because you have no AC, you get shredded. Because they're larger than you, you can't constrict them. So a very, very dangerous enemy. In this instance, I think rather than even just trying to go up, I think we fight him. 2 reasons. 1, both our other stairs are being guarded by a giant spiked club ogre. And 2, we have a heal wounds. And also an orc blocking the shots. So the centaur is going to have to come to us. And then with a heal wounds, I'm pretty sure we can just beat him. Oh no, I take it back. We've met a wizard. Okay, we're going back up. Alright, well, this just became super dangerous. The reason the wizard is dangerous is because if it confuses us or it slows us, we're going to lose turns then fighting the centaur. We do have curing to get out of the confusion, but as we're quaffing those, the centaur can just be killing us. Which means we're going to have to deal with an ogre. Okay, we don't want that stair, we want the other stair. So we're at least further away from where he is. And this might be a case where we just use an early divine shield. We try to get extra shield. And we try to stair dance him up, but actually this stair's really bad because we could get blocked in here. So I think the other one is actually safer, believe it or not. Even though it's closer, sucks. Okay, I could come down to this stair, loop around, and try to get back up, but that's so dangerous because 1, we don't know that that loops. And 2, we don't know what's up here. So we take the hatch down. Short answer, no. We do not take the hatch down. What if we Divine Shield and take on the Centaur again? How legit is that? We'd have our heal wounds still. We'd have our curings. Maybe that's legit. Maybe we could even do that one without the Divine Shield. I don't know. If we're lucky and the Centaur is now sitting adjacent to the stairs, we might be able to stair dance that up without the wizard. But alternatively, if he's just sitting back here, he can then be shooting us. I don't know why I'm trying to save my Divine Shield. We're in a competition right now. Let's just do it. Okay, Divine Shield, let's go. So we get up to 15 shield. If we have 15 shield, a Centaur shouldn't kill us. Alright, we're just focusing on the Centaur first. We've got our heal wounds. We've got to not die. So the Centaur can do 10. The Orc is 5 plus its War Axe. And that's 5 plus its club. Do we need the heal wounds? We've got 15 shield and 13 evasion. We'd have to get really unlucky to die. 10, 5 plus club, 5 plus club. I guess we wouldn't be that unlucky. Alright, let's step around him. Did that change anything? No, it didn't. Oh, it gave us an extra turn. We can maybe get the Centaurs out of the way. No, not really. I think we just heal wounds. Alright. So we're probably okay. We only needed one more shot to kill the Centaur, but we couldn't have known that. Okay. So heal wounds down. That's alright. Orc Wizard, not worried about at all on its own. Can't even go invis now we have a halo. Neither am I afraid of adders at this point. I wouldn't even be that scared of them on D2, to be honest. This is our first adder of the whole game on D5. We've met something like 8 Orc Priests by now. We can actually have a look. Question mark hash. We have killed 6 Orc Priests. So 6 Orc Priests and 1 adder. Oh, we got another ogre. Is that the same one? It's probably a new ogre because the other one was all the way up here. This is a giant spiked club dude. How safe is this stair? It would be in the middle. Okay, I think... Ooh, I don't like this so much anymore now Shadow Imp turned up. Okay, we're too late. I did it. Alright, we're dancing the ogre up. We're going to try not to get 2-shot. Okay, we lost half our HP. So we're going to have to loop around. Okay, he dropped behind. That's good. Okay, so he's not going to random energy us to death. That's good to know. Unless he's super random energy champion. I'm going to run him back to the deep water. Don't random energy me, bro. Alright, we're good. Okay. Oh, that's funny. Octopode strats. In which case, I don't want to go back there because I suspect there's probably another giant spike club ogre there. And the reason that we just blew our heal wounds on and some of our piety for Divine Shield against the Centaur and co is so that we didn't have to fight that ogre at the stairs. So let's not. Another scroll, we're going to read that. Still looking for Remove Curse, that's Immolation. That's not Remove Curse. Because I would love to try all our jewelry on. Another scroll, we're going to go read. I'm going back to the stair. There's Remove Curse, good. Just in case it's noise. We found teleport, but noise could be dangerous if we're out here in the open. So that means the next Remove Curse we use, we can try on all our stuff. And there wasn't an ogre here, so that suggests to me that the ogre we met was just wandering. So it probably was the same one. Let's have a +1 shield. I'm gonna kill more evil stuff for more Shining One piety. We found this out in our human paladin run 2 playthroughs ago. Even in a 3 rune game, you often don't have any troubles building piety. There are so many evil monsters, so many that you... Oh no, not centaur. Okay, let's yell at it. Yeah, if it's just a centaur, I think we can fight it. We didn't have heal wounds, that was a bit more dangerous. Alright, I was brave. I was confident. Oh, there's Sigmund and a centaur. Oh god, this is horrible. Okay. Okay, we've got a haste. We've got no useful scrolls. And a bunch of potions that we could just read. See, I think we could just fight the centaur. We learnt that with the last one, but our issue is the Sigmund. Oh, you know what? I think it's okay. We've got curing for Sigmund, so we're not too afraid of his confusion. I think I'm more worried of the centaur. So the other play that we had available to us was to just go down here, but we'd be taking centaur shots. So we'd take one as we moved to the stair, and we'd take another at least one as we went down, and then we don't know what we'd meet down there. So I'm gonna step back to the centaur and we're gonna fight him, and he hits us for a bunch of damage. He hit us twice there, so centaurs are fast. That's what just happened. Oh god. Okay, do we haste? I think we haste. He hit us again. Alright. Well, let's go Divine Shield. So we get 16 shield. Yep. Okay. So we're fast and we have shield now. I could quaff more stuff. And hope that we get, say, a might or an agi or something. But we might also just quaff a cancellation and just take off our haste. I think like this we can kill the centaur because we're hasted. So he can only hit us for 10. And if he hits us for 10, we can always quaff curing. And as long as we can kill him before Sigmund gets right up in our grill with his... what's that thing called? Scythe? I think we're going to be okay. I'm going to take this super slowly though. We ate another one. I'm going to cure. Okay, good. Sigmund drinks a potion. He seems more resistant. So he's just identified resistance potions for us. Turns out we don't have any. Not that that would change anything in this situation really. But I guess that's good to know. Alright, Centaur dies. Sigmund goes invis. I don't really want to fight him while we're half HP, even though I don't really feel too threatened by him under normal circumstances because we have curing and we can reveal his invis. But starting off at 28 HP, I don't want to do that. So while we're hasted, we're just going to run away. Alright, that was sketchy. Yeah. The centaur really is the natural predator of the octopode. Very, very scary. An ice beast. We could probably just fight an ice beast. They can swim through water, so I can't take him upstairs and do our deep water trick up here. But I think we could fight an ice beast, although I don't really want to if I know Sigmund is still running around. So I'd prefer to find him first. Alright, Shining One has been helpful already. Divine Shields we've made good use of a couple of times now. Also Haste Potions we've made good use of. We've got another one still. So we've had 3 early on, which is nice. The Ice Beast has seen us, so we don't have much choice. I'm going to throw some javelins. We almost kill it just approaching. Alright, we just kill it. That's good. Having shields, their own. Alright, this time we got Sigmund. And once we start constricting him, he's just going to go down really quickly, like everything else. Oh, wow. Okay, well, we found this right at the end of the level, but there's a A nice beach here. Alright, well, that's good to know. Anything dangerous we meet on D6, we're bringing up to the beach. I'm going to kill them over the deep water. Onto D6. Some glowing boots that we can't use. Note that we've got another floor with two of our downstairs next to each other. So when we now meet the double-headed ogre, that's going to be just around the corner here. Okay, I shouldn't joke about such things. I'll meme them into reality. But if we do meet something scary like a double-headed ogre, two of our stairs would be out of action. But an orc warrior is okay. I'm not too afraid of him. Well, I mean I am. He can hit for 20 damage plus his mace. So he's still scary, but he's not as scary as, say, a glaive orc warrior would be. And we're going to bring him back to the beach. I'm trying to think of... Okay, I don't want to take that stair because if he's on this tile I'm highlighting, he'll get an extra free shot or even two as we run away. I want to stair dance him up from this one. Yep, we lose half our HP, but that's alright because he's not going to random energy us to death. And as long as he doesn't have any throwing implements. See, this would be much better in trunk because we could know beforehand if he's carrying some tomahawks or something, where we're going to walk out to the deep water and then he's just going to acid wand us. Lol. Is this bad behavior, the Shining One? Do you have a problem with this? Man, devs really need to nerf octopodes. They are way too strong. Look at this. How is this legal? This must be the most illegal move in Dungeon Crawl Stone Soup history. I love using deep water octopode strats. It's nothing better. No, but really I do. It's one of the most fun things about being an octopode. Just doing cheesy stuff like that and just trivializing enemies that should be extremely hard to kill. My favorite one is when you get Bailey layouts that have large parts of deep water, large areas of deep water, and you can just kill like the Orc Warlord. Which there is the safer one? This one, okay. So I mean, I'm making a risky play by stair dancing up the Giant Spike Club Ogre because he can two-shot us, but he didn't. We blocked it, yeah, because shield's own. Oh, I walked the wrong way. I gave him a free attack on us. That could have potentially killed us because he could have done half our HP and then the random energy. And this is just going to be our play. We're just going to find all the dangerous ogres. I'm going to bring them to the beach. And it's summertime. What is in the southern hemisphere? I don't know about where all of you are watching from. But in my world it's summertime. And it's great. Let's get more in. We go to level 9. How are our skill trainings going? Invocations to 3. It's going to be a long time until we get angels. I'm going to take invocations to 5 and then we're probably going to stop for a bit. And then as our piety gets up, we'll start focusing it. Let's just get polearms and shields going. Shall we? What's a spear? It's 12 for Mindalay. We might just end up using a spear. I want all these immolation scrolls though. Howler Monkey's no good. It's going to make a lot of noise. It's going to attract the double-headed ogre to us. So let's start walking him back towards the upstair. Oh, we enter a teleport trap. Okay, never mind. But we found 3 scrolls of Identify. So let's do potions. Flight. Ambrosia. Let's get Might or Agi, please. Degen. Alright, so those were all fairly useless ones. Where did the worker ant go? Am I insane? Did I just hallucinate a worker ant? There was a work ant in view and then it just disappeared. I looked away for a brief second and it was gone. There it is. Okay. I don't like the way the auto explorer has taken us. We should be chilling out over here so that we're closer to our upstairs, so we can take monsters for a swim. This is a buckler, dude. A flail of protection and a buckler. Well, we're not casting any spells, so I don't really care about a buckler. I just want as much shield as possible. Oh, nice! Remove curse scrolls. Alright, time to do our jewelry. Amulets. If we got faith, would I care? If we got harm, would I care? Not really. Damn it! Didn't mean to jinx it though. Alright, curse teleportation. Let's go back upstairs before we randomly get pulled somewhere on the level. That's why I came back to the upstairs, by the way, in case you didn't know. Because if I put on a cursed ring of teleportation, I don't want to have to remove curse until we've tried the rest of the jewelry. But I don't want to stand here trying on jewelry when there's a risk that we might get pulled to an enemy on the level. So by being on the upstairs, when we got the cursed teleport, now we just go up. We don't care. See Invis is essentially useless because our halo reveals it. And now lets us see Invis enemies that are at the edge of line of sight. I mean, we have 8 tentacles, we may as well wear it. And a ring of flight. So these are really mediocre rings. We've got cursed teleport, useless. For int, we have no spells. Flight is useless. And do we get... You know what? I actually think we'll just stick with an amulet of faith. Because we're going to be doing no lair. So the more angels that we can get, the better. Yeah. If we keep faith on, we can just get carried by angels. Carried by on the wings of the angels. Is that a song? No. Never mind. It's like, is that an Iron Maiden song? No. Right, I forgot to take the amulet off. Let's read our remove curse. Let's ditch the teleport. I guess we'll keep carrying the amulet around with us. We can potentially ID it later. Maybe a long time in the future, and maybe we'll not want faith anymore. All these zombies and skeletons. We've seen a new centaur. Let's throw a javelin and then shut the door. I don't know if you remember... Well, I don't know. If you ever watched my very first playthrough, Minotaur Berserker tutorial, I was showing off how you could close a door on a centaur, but because I kept blocking the arrows and they kept landing on the door, I couldn't shut it, and I started picking up the arrows, and every turn I'd pick up an arrow and the centaur would shoot me again, and it just wouldn't work. The point of this story is that it doesn't matter anymore, because even if the arrow lands on that tile, now that we can move items off doors, it's all good. It's just the technology these days. Moving items off doors is just, I don't know, 5 years ago in the past, you just never would have imagined such a thing. But now it's just commonplace, Mencure. Extremely scary. Can hit for 20? 25. Wow. Okay, he can hit for 25. He can haste himself, and he can torment you. So all of those things together, he can kill you really, really, really quickly. We could also... okay. If you have lignification potions, you're fine, because you get torment immunity. Sorry, I'm yawning. It's 1 AM or something like that right now. If you have Wands of Flame, it's super effective against him because he's susceptible to fire. But in our case, we don't have any of those. But we do have Constriction, which kills really quickly. We can use Divine Shield to block. And I don't want to use our last haste. The thing is, he didn't notice us even though we have this big halo effect, which is kind of interesting. So I think we just walk away and we just never fight him again. How about that? Let's not explore anywhere near him. Game, just stay away. I don't want to be anywhere near him. We got our first book, and wouldn't you know it, it has Summon Lightning Spire in it. Turns out we're going all in summonings. I don't care if you're groaning. We are playing a tournament game, so we are doing everything we can to win. So we are definitely doing Lightning Spire. Okay, we've got a couple of issues. The first is that we have a large, not a large shield penalty because we're not using a large shield, but we have a significant shield penalty. We have a penalty that is itself large because you need 15 to cast without any penalty from a shield, and we only have 5.6. We have had a buckler drop in this game though, and a buckler only requires 4. So this would let us use the buckler and then cast without penalty. The thing is, we'd have to train for Lightning Spire anyway, so I don't mind keeping the shields going, because in the meantime, until we get Spire, I want to have all the blocking ability we can get. Is that true? Yeah. Okay, so we're going to take Invo to 4. So we'll stop training that earlier. We're going to stop focusing shields because it's less important. Because I think I just want Spire up and running. And then we're going to learn Summon Lightning Spire. And we're going to focus Air Magic, that's stealth, Air Magic and Summonings. I'm going to take both of those to 7. We're probably going to need about 8, but we can go to 7 and then check. Alright, so some of you, I know this will be a very uncomfortable skill training menu. We're focusing our polearms to get our weapon to Mindalay. We're training some dodging and shields. We're training some invocations for our god. And we're focusing summonings and air magic for Summon Lightning Spire. You might not like this, but this is what optimal skill training looks like. I don't care. Alright, and we're going to keep going. We're just going to not fight Menkure. Maybe we can fight him later. If we had Summon Lightning Spire, we could easily kill him. Similarly, if we ever find a wand or something like that. Well, I'm not afraid of Sky Beasts when we can reveal them with our Halo. Alright, let's get some extra value. I'll attack the adder while we were constricting the bullfrog skeleton. Gotta get that value. I think we can't constrict Sky Beast, it turns out. We're also dying to him. He can deal 5 damage and then shock for 7, which is 12. So we can't get one shot, so I think we should take him back upstairs. And then start running around to heal up. Skybase large? They are. Okay, that's news to me. Alright, so put that in your notebook. Because you've been taking notes as we've been going. Like diligent students, because this is going to be on the test later on. Skybeasts are large. You cannot constrict them as an octopode. You know what's interesting that I learnt today? The way that it works is that what you can constrict. Sorry, let me reverse that. What you can't constrict is something that's... Oh, I keep messing this up. Alright, let me concentrate. Let me just get the sentence out and then... No, I'll concentrate. Okay, what you can't constrict is a larger enemy. So... whereas your octopode can't constrict centaurs, if you are a centaur or a naga yourself, you can. So there you go. Pretty wacky, right? Because if you're a centaur, other centaurs are the same size as you. I mean... Wait... Wait, why are you ever constricting something as a centaur? That sounds like a nightmare centaur. Sorry, just it's only nagas. If you are in Naga, you can constrict centaurs because they're the same size as you. There we go. Got it out. Let's bring him upstairs. That's a little bit sketchy, just standing here and fighting stuff, because all those howler monkeys made a lot of noise. So we don't know what else is coming. We're not testing our hatch yet because Mencure, I'm gonna re-look up how to say that one day, is still up there. So we don't want to take a hatch and end up right next to him. Well, actually, right next to him wouldn't be too bad because we'd constrict, but we don't want to be 2 tiles away. How about that? Invo to 4. So we're gonna pause there. Our Divine Shield is perfectly usable now. Invo does still help with Divine Shield because it gives you more shield and it makes it last longer. But I think for now, while we're focusing on getting Spire going, I'd rather just have enough Invo for the present. Wonder Paralysis, okay, that's really good. Should we start training evocations? We've got a +1 evocations aptitude on our Octopode, and 12 paralysis charges is really nice. This is the upside of playing in 0.22. So a very new trunk change is that most wand types now give you fewer charges on average. And I think digging is the most affected. So if this were a trunk game, our wand of paralysis probably wouldn't have 12. But this isn't a trunk game, so we have 12. But to answer the question, no, we're not going to train evocations. This is more than enough skills on at once. And in the early game, a paralysis wand is still very serviceable, even with 0 evocations. With a paralysis wand, we could probably just go fight Mencure. Mencore. Alright, we made it to 3 pips of piety. It doesn't give us anything. Oh no, a killer bee pack. Alright, really dangerous. We happen to have a lot of curing, so it's unlikely we could be poisoned to death. But they're still really dangerous. Fortunately, our halo helps us to hit them. So they're not going to be quite as evasive. And we can do Divine Shield. So I'm going to do Divine Shield. I'm going to do a little hack here. We're going to try it. I'm going to try to paralyze the front B. We got him. And then with our spear, we're going to reach over. Oh no, we constrict the one in front. That's not what I wanted. It's alright. We're reaching over the... Actually, I should step back so I stop constricting him. Good. So we can keep doing this. Alright, and that's fine now. Turns out that constriction's really good against bees too, because yeah, they just die really, really quickly to constriction. There you go, Octopode's OP. I probably didn't, in hindsight, probably didn't need Divine Shield there. That's alright. Better safe than sorry, like as they say. A new ring. +2 protection. Our AC triples from 1 to 3. Particle physicist saying bye. Good luck. Thank you, PP. Good luck to you too, although I secretly hope that you die. Don't tell him I said that, please. Is that bad sportsmanship? I'm just playing. I actually hope he goes well too. Prince Ribbit. Let's see. Only a 30% chance to paralyze him, so I think we're going to ignore him. And look how insane our stealth has been. This is the 2nd unique in a row that we've snuck up on, and even though we got this big halo, it just didn't wake up. Okay. I mean, I'm a bit confused, but I'm not complaining. Oh, that's a lot of whites and other things. Let's bring them back to the stairs. This is fine because these whites are giving us piety. And anything that we can constrict is going to go down super fast. I don't know. Are you getting the sense of how good constriction is? Double-headed ogre. Okay. This is no good. See, he could one-shot us, right? He's got 15 plus 20, so 35 damage, plus a giant club, plus a dire flail. Yeah, he can one-shot us. So stair dancing him up multiple levels to get to deep water is not a play. In fact, stair dancing him up even one level to get to deep water is not a play. We've got a 30% chance to paralyze him. What I'm going to do is walk back to our upstair. Is he just forgetting us? Yeah, our stealth is really good again. Okay, he just forgot us. So we can ignore him, I guess. This is kind of awkward. I don't want to run into him. We're going to go pick a new stair. I want to run into him in the wild where we're in the open. Oh, Hungry Ghost. Yeah, we can get even more piety. At the cost of some food. Yeah. I don't know. Actually, we can probably just fight an ogre now. We've got 10 shield. It's kind of dangerous. I did it anyway. I don't see us killing a two-headed ogre unless we paralyze him. That's the only way it's going to be even quietly safe. So we just read an evil item, which is the Scroll of Torment. But the Shining One forgives us once because we didn't know it was Torment. So the Shining One's like, yeah, I get it. You didn't mean to do that. Reach level 10, we feel more agile. We've got another magical spear. Oh, we've got even more Hungry Ghosts. Okay, this is great. Alright, let's reach over the Hungry Ghost to kill the ogre without any danger. We're then going to eat. No, we didn't get a corpse from either one. Okay, I was going to say, we're going to eat the ogre and get back the food that we just lost. Alright, so this... Oh, Centaur zombies? Even more piety? Don't mind if I do. So there's a magical spear there. There is some risk in trying it because it could be distortion. And if it's distortion, it will make our run very sad. But there's also some chance that it's a spear of venom, which will make us very happy. So we're going to test it out. It is a spear of venom. Okay, I'm going to put that on B. Alright, so I think for just general fights, we'd probably rather have the +5 spear of piercing. It's so hard to say. I always want to say pierce of piercing. Anyway, for killing random stuff, this is probably better because +5 is effectively 5 slaying. But against enemies that are really dangerous for us to be in melee with, like regular ogres, not two-headed ogres because I don't want anything to do with those. The venom's really good because we can hit it to poison the enemy and then we can kite and just walk away and slowly just kill it with damage over time. Like this. We're going to do it against this ogre. And the worker ant because they're susceptible to poison, so that's perfect. Okay, so we poison him, we step away, and then he just ticks out. And I am really scared because at any time we might meet a two-headed ogre. I notice we've got a new identify scroll. This is an artifact quarterstaff, but a quarterstaff is a two-handed weapon. And because shields are so important for an octopode, I'm just going to drop that bad boy. Let's do another potion. We'll do the 2s. 2 potions of agi. Okay, that's good. If we do end up having to do combat with a two-headed ogre, which I noticed was just over there. I don't really want to engage him from there because as we're running back, if we have to, we might have enemies running in from here. Oh nice, we found a magical hat. Okay, the hat is one of the only pieces of armor that an octopode can wear, and it is a +2 hat, so our AC is now at 5, which is unheard of for an octopode. Normally sitting at 1 for most of the game. So I think that means we're pretty much unkillable now, unless we get one shot by a two-headed ogre. I don't think even 5 AC would help us against a two-headed ogre, and here is Harold, who we never met on D7, even though we fully cleared it. So that is a worry. Okay, Harold is marked as red. Let's X this stare out because I don't want to go back down to a double-headed ogre and die. Harold can mark you, which isn't so scary because we've now cleared this floor. Well, I thought we had cleared it. Where did he come from? How did he dodge us? Okay. He also has harpoon shot, which hooks you back in. We can block that technically. So, I mean that still is scary. He often has nets, which is something to worry about too. And then he can hit for 20 and his mace. Fortunately, he's got only a 15% chance to be paralyzed. And he's not noticing us, he's just noticed us, he's marked us. And we got hook shot. Alright, so it looks like we're fighting. Alright, what have we got? I think we go Agi. And I think we just fight him. If we have Agi, we've got 4 pips of piety, we've got cleansing flame now. He's not evil. Although 4 pips of piety means we're soon going to be at angel time. So maybe we want invocations. Anyway, let's not worry about that. We've got to deal with Harold. Okay, so we can probably kill him pretty quickly because of constriction, but he's also going to kill us pretty quickly. What else do we have? We've got haste, but running away from Harold doesn't do too much because he can just always pull you back in. I think we do divine shield. Okay, then if we do have to run away, we can potentially block stuff. He doesn't have blink anymore, which is good. Do we just fight him? I think we just fight him. I don't really see what else we do. Maybe I should have learnt one of the lower summoning spells, like summon small mammal. So I could have summoned a small mammal and then basically just blocked him with them. But that's too late now. I could haste. I think we're going to be okay if I just take this slow. We've got 21 evasion and 19 shield. And of course our 5 AC, that's potentially going to do work too. So let's just take this real slow. Please don't just hit us for 20 damage. Okay. Our attack did no damage, but we're constricting him. I'm actually half tempted. What is he wearing? He's wearing a scale mail, so he's got decent AC. I'm half tempted to just go to the venom. No, I think we just keep hitting him. We punctured him. We constricted but did no damage. Yeah, this is really not doing much. I'm going to switch to the venom. Alright. Okay, he's poisoned. We block his attack. He misses us. He didn't hit us that time. We block his attack. We block his attack. We block his attack. Have I ever said that shields are really good? I'm just wondering. Have I ever told you guys that shields are great? Alright, he's gonna go down. We block his attack again. He's not hitting us. And he's super poisoned and nearly dead. Alright, good. Look at all these blocks. So there's a sea of green messages of blocks in there. It's a thing to behold. And we get 4 throwing nets out of that, so that's also fantastic. Yeah, so I don't know what his deal was. I don't know how he avoided detection like that. I'm gonna go kill Mencure. No. I should stop saying it until I go look it up. Shift X Control E removes all our exclusions. And now that we have a paralysis one, I'm feeling pretty confident that I can just paralyze him. He doesn't have great MR. It's a 46% chance. And he's just gonna resist them all and kill me, watch. Okay, no he didn't, bad luck. Alright, got him. Our air magic goes to 5. Our summon lightning spires at 58. And that's with the regular shield. Maybe I should just keep doing shields. But our piety's creeping up. I want angels too. I don't know, I want too many things. Is this where the two-headed ogre is? No, we came upstairs to fight the mummy. He's on this floor. I think we could potentially kill him with a paralysis. Oh, here's Prince Ribbit. Yeah, it's only 28% chance. Although Prince Ribbit gets pretty destroyed by poison because he's a blink frog. So he blinks away from you a lot, and while he's doing that, he's dying to poison. I don't know, this is a bit spooky, trying to do Prince Ribbit and a double-headed ogre. I'd rather just find the double-headed ogre first. Okay, I wish I hadn't found him that close to us. But I'm glad that didn't happen while I was running away from Prince Ribbit. Oh no, he random energied next to us. Okay, well we've got no choice. Oh, that was the worst time to random energy on top of us. Because we were stuck in this corner, so there was nowhere we could go. So he could have killed us there. And I think we just go back down. And we never go back up that stair because there's now a double-headed ogre up there. I mean, that was terrifying, but at least he's dealt with now. Oh, that was scary. Alright, Ribbit, we pull out the venom for you. Oh, we can constrict him. Alright, yeah, you're just going down. I keep forgetting how OP constrict is. All these uniques that would kind of be scary, like Prince Ribbit, I just don't care about. Or Killer Bees, not uniques, but they're scary. Do not care about, because I just constrict the thing to death and then it dies. Isn't that the gist of it? We constrict it to death and it dies. Wow. Who would have thunk? Anyway, that's it for this episode. So if you join me in the next one, we'll again be avoiding Lair. We're at D9, so we can be finding Lair, but this is a no Lair run. So we're going to try to get Lightning Spire up. We're going to potentially start training Invo again, because we're almost at Angel Piety. I'm yawning again. Gotta go to sleep. If we do make it to Angels, the ability, and we have it usable, we'll have a very large boost. And yeah, that's it. Alright, bye.